Päivi.
Malatti.
Shall we just all go to Sápmi? You ask here because it's 23 degrees today, so it's not so much better. But it seems a little bit better than your places. Reykjavik is just 13, but otherwise it's 32 and 28, 34. Wow. Cold vibes you want in Israel and 30 degrees in Heidelberg. Okay. Puurispuhtin ovtsat luohkai. Ovtsat lektioni tehe boddui ifal luohkai. Welcome to lesson number 9. It's today and it's 3 more lessons before this ends. And I just got a comment from one of the students that maybe we could make a voluntary mailing list for you who want to keep in touch and are not on Facebook or so. But I have lots of mail addresses and I have 156 and I don't know if I can share them all, so it would be better if you send me a mail that so I can and say you want to be on that mailing list, and then I can give you a mailing list with the names for you who want to keep in touch after this course. So and then I also have this attendance check. I put it in the chat already now, even though it might be difficult for you to answer it right now, but maybe later I will put it again, of course. Where was the chat? Maybe I need to stop sharing. There is the link to everyone. And if we want to say it's hot today, we can say Otne le pahkas. Pahka. Otne le pahka.
What is
Pahka? I think that's the noun. Today it's like hot weather. You could also say Otne le pahkas if you want to use the adjective. It's hot, but I think it's more normal to say pahka, to use the noun. I will just check so I don't say wrong. Yeah, exactly. And how do you say 30 degrees or so? Did you learn that already? Some of you want to try. Degrees plus. Quote, if I say quota gainos la quoktlogi kolma liega grada. We usually say Liegagrada ja Kalemagrada. When it's minus. And we use Celsius here. So, well, ja. Muhtule puerre ole vähän piekka. Te ishatta. Oh, israspah. It's good that there is some wind. Then it doesn't become so extremely hot. I can share the 9th lesson. I have it open, yeah, there. Try to zoom in a little bit here. Where was it? 9. There. And did Stockholmasle koktelogi kuhta liegagrada koktelogi kuhta. And this Stockholmis or Stockholmas, it's also a dialect question. It's when you take these loan words, I think most people maybe would say Stockholmas. Muhtule puerre was trying to add to my useful phrases. Okay, just once I can jump back to it. Yes, what I was saying was that I just heard this weekend. I was in Finland because the border is open now between Finland and Norway. So mun fitnen Suomas, Ohtsiogas in Utsjoki, and there I heard somebody said Facebookis, even though many people here in Kautokeino would say Facebookas, and it's a little bit such loan words. It's a question of how do you understand them. If you understand the noun as Facebooka, or you understand it as Facebook, because if it's book, then it would be natural maybe to use this Facebookis, but I would say most people here say Facebookas, that they understand it this way. So that's just an example. Or it's also because when you say the name of your town, to say, if I would say, for example, Leeds, as we had here, I would say Leedsas, but Leeds would maybe also be, no, but this computer says Leedsas would be better, for example. And maybe it also say that Stockholm must, it wants to maybe, right, yeah, it understands Stockholm as the noun, as the nominative instead of Stockholm. It accepts both of them, but when you start to conjugate it, then you use the Stockholmas, Stockholmi. So this is a little bit special case because normally we don't have in leads, for example, you don't have the consonant gradation there. You don't need to say leads us like a weak grade, but you use the same leads us. Yeah. And then I share again the lesson. Läkomiskohte olopmokiat haalideapa lohkat tait. Tan dialoga. Do we have some people who are ready to try to read this dialogue in the beginning of 9th lesson? Because I think we were ready with the 8th lesson here. Or should we first start with, was it difficult, the attendance check? No, maybe it wasn't, huh? I'm jumping forth and back now. Can you see? You don't see the internet here, do you? You're just seeing that same document still. Or have you seen the dog? Was the couldn't Facebook is on the Finnish? I think most answers were correct. On the Finnish side be because of the Finnish conjugation. Or maybe Facebook is okay. Yeah, okay. So thank you for the comment here that Facebook, it could be Finnish influence also. Maybe it isn't what I thought, that it was something with the stress on how you understand the Facebook, or if you understand Facebook. It could be also influence from Finnish, of course. People say Facebook is colloquially in Finnish. I think the doc sentence was okay, good, yeah. So we don't need to check that. We continue with this dialogue. Do we have two persons who want to read? Läko Risten ollen? Did Risten come yet? She said maybe she come a little bit late. She's not here yet. So do we have two others who want to try to read these and get some comments or try to understand?
I can read.
Anybody? Lasse wants. Anybody else?
No one volunteers.
I could, Andre. Yeah, try Andre and Lasse.
Then we are two. Okay.
I'm John.
Please open your microphones, and one of you is Jon and the other one is Elle.
So who is who?
You want it to be John, so I can.
Who of you start?
Goston Let.
I cannot hear you. I cannot hear anything.
Oh.
Did I do something with the switches?
Yeah. I don't have a physical mic.
Why can't I hear you?
Andre, can you hear me?
The others, yes, I can.
I check the chat.
You also.
I hear both of them. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I think it's fine.
Something wrong with my ears? How can that be? Yeah, if you hear.
Yeah, we hear well.
Now I hear. Now, Kiitos. Sorry. Yes.
Lian karasjogas, kuoftu markkana.
Koston let jotus.
Mun vojen supmi viesat muorat.
Manne supmi.
Toppeleat halpes muorat.
Oh. Kos mun lentan kartas.
Well, mun riekta tiede. Lianu tuorpi lohkat kartait.
Na muista tasto kos munnen.
Ton liat kuoftu markkana Uppsalas.
Mun aikun kirjeradiosi. Mun devatsan.
Sähtä tuovuttan kahta saltirasta. Singeti kurut kuvlui nuppi pealde joka. Ja tuovu joka taavas sulli vihta tuodi mehtra. Ja tasto olkes kuvlui.
Ordnigis, kiito. Kalmun varra taivan.
Ale vois mana. Just tuot saldi lea vuosta saldi. Te on svinge kolmat saldi vuotta olkes kuului. Ja te kun leat vässän käynyt mieltä tuodi mehtra. Ja oinat kirjeradiossa olkes pealde.
Tal mun tiedän. Talkal taivan, kiito.
Liake puolre. Mun sahtan rievti mieltä jes, mait maannat ken kuului. Has mun ohtsun tu läidistit kitta kirjeradiosi.
Vatsot jeduske. Puolta pere mieltä. In paljon muita chat man kuului kalken vatsit.
Tän kuului moi kalke. Volke tän mieltä.
Puerre, kiito. No,
But we didn't understand what we talked. We just
you didn't?
And I got the short sentences. I didn't know that.
Okay. But we try to understand. It's a long list of words here.
Yeah.
Koston läht is the first question.
Is that also for us or to translate?
Yeah, we try if we can.
Ooh. Where are you?
Yes.
On the market or in the middle of is market in the middle of the city center,
Yeah.
In the center of the downtown, in the center of this.
Lankarash yoga. I repeat just for Lankarash yogas. Kuodu markana. And this kuodu is a preposition, and markan means the middle of the village.
We actually have three people here. Lisa.
Oh, what?
Yeah, John, Elle, and Lisa.
No, yeah, I think that's just wrong. That must be. Maybe I changed name on one place and.
Okay.
Yes.
So where are you going?
Kosaton läht joudus.
Kosaton läht joudus.
Mon vuojan supmi vietchat muorait.
I drive to Finland to get wood.
Yeah, exactly.
Why to Finland? Why to Finland?
Yeah, thank you. It's correct. Manne supmi. I also wanna comment upon something here. In English, we say to get wood or to
fetch, maybe, or
to fetch. But here in Sami, we don't have that particle, so it's correct to translate it as you did. And then manne supmi, yeah. Doppelet halpes muorat.
Because there are cheap logs there, or cheap wood.
Cheap wood, good. Oh, sorry.
Where, Kosmonlandan kartas. Where am I on that map? Is that it?
Yes, approximately on this map.
On this map. Okay.
It's something close to me. Dawn is away, and that is something that is close. So where am I on this map? Kosmonlandan kartas.
Let me see. Well, I don't know exactly. I'm now clumsy to read maps.
Yes. Koal. Mun inriktad del. Lännu tjurpi lohkat kartat. kohtait. No muisteldasto kosmon lään?
Well, just tell me where I am.
Yes, good. Tuolet Koutumarkkana, Uppsalas.
You are in the middle of the city center in Uppsala.
Mun aikon kirjeradiosi, mun te Vaatsan.
I want to go to the library. How do I get there? How do I walk there to get there?
Good. Sahta juovutaan kahta shaldirasta.
That comes a little bit. Yeah. You can follow the street to the bridge, or is it over the bridge?
Over the bridge.
Over
Good.
the bridge. Yeah.
Svi-
Turn left.
Svingete kurukuvlui. Turn, then left.
And take another.
Nuppipelde yoga. Nuppipelde yoga.
To the other river side.
On
the
the
other side of to the other side of the river, yeah.
Yeah,
And,
not to, but on the other side. It's a locative. Nuppipelde yoga. Otherwise, it would have been nuppipella yoga in illative. But here it's when you're on the other side. Nuppipelde yoga. Ja chuovu yoga davas.
And follow the river northbound. Approximately 500 meters.
Sulli vihta chuodi mehtera. Good. Ja tästä olkiskuului.
And that then you see it or you no. I don't know.
And then
to the right.
And then to the
sorry,
right.
Sorry, yeah.
And then
to the right. Then turn to the right.
Left.
No, now it's right.
Yeah.
It was left before. All this.
Oh, sorry. Okay, thank you.
Ortnegis kiihtu.
I will surely find it.
Kalmon varra teivan. And this varra is a little bit unsure, but it's sure also. I mean, it means approximately sure. I will for sure do it or so, but when you add this sure, it's also uncertainty that there is something. If you say kalmon teivan, you would maybe be even more sure. Kalmon teivan. Kalmon varra teivan. It's a little bit unsure, I would say.
But Lille,
yeah.
How did you translate the de svinge de kurukuvlui? What did the de mean?
De means so or then or
okay.
De
Okay.
now maybe in some situation.
All right.
Then I would say something like then.
Yeah.
De.
And svinge is not in the dictionary.
Oh, sorry. Svinge is
it's Norwegian.
Yeah. It's here. It's here after rasta in the dictionary. In the last version, I think it should be. I see it here on my.
Oh, yeah. In your dictionary, yes, but not in the.
Oh, you mean yeah, because it's a loan word. Yeah, there are other words, but this is the word people use. But there are.
Really?
Yeah, I would say swing. I would say so, but I could check it up if. Aha, you say it's not in the dictionary. Okay, yeah, that could be true. Maybe I wrote it wrong.
No, you know better. We have in a dictionary, we have mohkastit, skirvihit, and rievtadit.
Yeah, but they don't work really when you're like swinging with a car or walking. Mohkastit is like swinging, but then you're swinging front and back, I would say.
Okay.
So, but I heard one gavat or something, gava. I think that one would be then more correct and possible to use, but I would say people don't use that so much. But I should maybe double check that.
Well, you know better than me.
Nah, yeah, but people talk like they do. Yeah, swing.
That means that people mix Norwegian or Swedish into the Sámi language.
Yeah.
In daily use.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. Where are we? Are you waiting for me or?
Goal. Here is a question of goal, and goal in English. It's written in the same way, but goal is a little bit other than goal. Goal would be English for making a goal, but here it's more like goal. And there was also a discussion about diphthongs in the Facebook page now. People had heard it in different ways, and I really agree. And I have also gotten comments from people in Kautokeino that my diphthong OA is, I come to the A too quickly, so it sounds like a Karasjok diphthong. If Karasjok they have more koal, and here they have more koal. So it's such small differences, but
Oh really?
Yeah. Like puahtit is more Kautokeino and puahtit is more Karasjohka dialect. So that's just an example that you should be a little bit longer time on the first of the two vowels if you want to talk Kautokeino, puahtit.
Absolutely.
Oh. Where were we? Tästä Olkiskoulu. Is it this Ortnigis, Kiitu, Monkalvarra, Teaivan? No, now it's this one. It says Lisa, but yeah. Ale Vuosmana, isn't it there?
Yes, I think so.
Don't go already.
Yeah, don't go already. Jos tuot shaldi le vuostas shaldi.
If that bridge is the first on the way, on the road.
Yeah, if that bridge is the first bridge, if you translate it directly.
First bridge.
Teet on svinget kolmatsaldi puhta Olkiskoului.
Then you turn to the third bridge to the right, and then you go in the middle, and then you have walked 100 meters and will see the library on the right side.
Okay, now I know. Now I understand. Now I will find it. Thank you.
You're welcome. No, it was switched. Can't see it now.
Oh, can you hear me now? Sorry, I was out. Sorry, something happened with my system here, but now I try to find the way back to the document. And why doesn't it? Why can't I mark here? I try to stop sharing again, and then share. I want to, I have to, sorry, I have to close this document and then I open it again. And then I share screen. Now, yes. Svinget, alle vårs mana. This is mana. Alle mana is an imperative form. It's something that we will be talking about in the end of this lesson today. Imperative means to say, to tell somebody to do something, or you can also say imperative to yourself, like let's go is an imperative in a way, or it has the meaning of this. It works in a similar way, and you many times use this what is it called, this line with the dot under in English?
Exclamation mark.
What mark?
Exclamation mark. Yeah.
Exclamation mark.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Here it could have been such a mark to make it clear that these are, here it is. Yeah. Here we have this explanation mark, and it's an illative form. No, sorry, not illative, imperative form. That means that it's not. We talk of four modi in Sami, four modus. Oh, I didn't explain that here, but we have this when you describe the situation where in a like easy way, just try to describe what's happening. I'm sitting here, mon chohkandas. He is sitting. He is. I'm standing. No, it's not a good verb. I should have another verb. Nyuiket. He is jumping. Son nyuike. Then the modus is called. What is it called? This standard modus.
Indicative.
Indicative. Thank you. Indicative, and that's one of the four modi. Modi we say in plural, I think, and modus in singular. And another one is imperative, when you say go. In English, the difference, for example, he goes and go. There are two different forms. One is go, it's an imperative, and he go. You go. Oh, it's the same form. No, then it's difficult to explain. Yeah, in Sami there is a difference if you say it in imperative, because then you get another form. And then you also have this potential and conditional. These are the four modi. And one of them is alemana, don't go. So this is connected to the verb eat and in, but you cannot say e, you say ale. It's another word, but it's connected. It's the same meaning. And mana is the negative form of manna, to go. Just då shaldi lä wasta shaldi. If that bridge, and here if it would say just that shaldi, then it would, if this bridge, but just då shaldi, it's over there. Lävuostashaldi is the first bridge. Teet on svinget. Then you turn. Kolmat shaldi vuohta. Vuohta is the post position. Kolmat is a numeral. The third bridge, and bridge is in genitive here. Then you swing up at the third bridge, olkiskuului, to the right. Ja te kolet vatsan. And then when you have walked. Today we will talk about this perfect tense, kolet vatsan, when you have walked. I don't know if that's perfect English, but maybe it's okay. Geinomjälde, along the road, 100 meters. Then te oainaht, you see the library, accusativas, on your right side. Okay, so John.
Okay, now I know.
No, täällä mun tiedän. Täällä kalteivan.
Now I'll find it. Thank you.
Good. Läki puerre, mun sahtan rifti mielde iesmannat tien kuului. Has mun vatsun tuu laittistit kitta kirjeraitjusi.
Sure. You're welcome. I can guess where I go on the road. No, I'm a little lost now. Sorry.
Yeah, I understand. I can. That's absolutely correct. Mon sahtan, and then we have an expression here. Rifti mielde. It means approximately actually. I could actually ish.
Myself?
Yeah, I could actually myself
guess how to go or see how to go.
Is it up here on the right? Also, might is also.
Yeah, sorry.
Mannaht.
Go.
Yes. And here is tien kuului. Tien is also a version of this dat eller då, det or dot, and tien is something that has a connection to you. So we would translate it in that direction that you are going, or something like that. Tien kuului. Haas mon oachun. Is it up here or where is the Haas? Yeah.
What if?
Yes.
What if I can accompany you?
Yes, good.
To the way to the library.
To the library.
Yeah.
All the way to the library. Kitta is all the way. And Kirjarajusi is the illative of Kirjaraja's library. Oachutieduske.
Of course we can.
Puade bere mielde.
Come just along or with me or
Yeah,
just come along.
Yeah. In paljon muistisat man kuului mun kalleken vaatsit.
I hardly remember on which side or which direction I was going to walk.
Exactly. And this shut is anymore. I hardly remember anymore.
Anymore, okay.
Yeah. Good. Taan kuului Maikaleke.
Then come along. We go together, or is it we two go?
Volkidal mielde is come along. Yes. Taan kuului is in this direction, in an illative way, and Maikaleke. Kaleke, did we have that somewhere here?
We were going to this direction.
Exactly. We are going in this direction. Come along.
But is it all the form Kalki? Because on the paper it was I was going to. Is it also in the present tense? We are going to. We were going. We are going.
Yeah, it's present. It's present tense.
Yeah.
Sometimes the translations are a little bit more in some way. What do you call it when they are okay English?
Idiomatic.
Idiomatic English. Yeah. So sometimes it's because people say so in English, and then I have jumped over, but maybe I should have kept the presence, of course. Kaleke. Kaleke could mean kaleke, plural third person past tense, but here it's for dual is present tense. Kaleke, I run down here. I think we don't have it today, but I mentioned last time that I will also mention the past tense. Here we have challe. Kalekat is ending with IAT like this. So kaleke is also kalekat means I will. So they would or something like that. They would be doing it.
I'm going to. They are going to.
They were going to.
Mm.
Yeah, thank you. They were going to, and but it's also we two are going to.
Yeah.
So they were going to, and we two are going to is the same form. So you have to understand from the context which one it is. So here it's a present tense, but here it's actually one past tense conjugation. Kaleken, I was going to go. I almost don't remember anymore in what direction I was walking. I was going to go. Yeah. Are there more questions on the grammar or so here? It's lots of new words and maybe it's difficult grammar. If you have a question, you can shout out or you can raise your hand and I will try to follow. So thank you. Now it's also a kind of repetition or a little bit extra info on locative. We have already been talking about locative, but here is some different usage of it so that you become more sure on how to use these cases. Mon lamparkus. I am at work. You can use where are you, mon lamparkus. Kirji, where is the book? Kosle kirji. Kirji la pöydis. So it's about location, therefore the word locative is used. It's about a location where something is. But it can also be a movement away from something, like in this, with this other verb, volekit, to go. Ton volkat parkus, you go from work at 7 o'clock or 5 o'clock. Ton volkat parkus pidaiki. And then we also have this locative and läht to get this habitive connection, this to have something. The one who has it is in locative, and the own quantity is in the nominative. And the verb is then conjugated with the word that is in nominative and is owned. So Ahchis lä bila. Father has a car. And Manas läht kirjit. The child, one child, has many books. Or has books. And then also we repeat some on the illative before we take a small water break or break. Illative gives us the direction into or to something. Mon manan vissoi, I go into the house. Manat vatset kironi, the children walk to Kiruna or go. And it can also be used to or for someone. It doesn't need to be, yeah, it's similar, but Ahchi adda baste mannai, father gives a spoon to the child. Ante dajamanaite ahte. Ante says to the children, Si challe munje, they write to me, for me. So if you wanna, so that was illative. Do you have any special questions about locative or illative usage?
I have one, Villa.
Yes.
When you like something or someone,
Yeah.
do you put it in illative? Because it may get useful, and it's a bit difficult or different from Norwegian anyway.
Yeah, true. I can take that example. Maybe I can do like this.
Like, I like you a lot, you know.
Yeah. Wait, where did it go? Is it still shared, the screen?
We see you.
You see me?
We see you, yeah.
Okay, wait, I have to share screen again. Maybe I can share this other one. This one is okay. Yeah, it's true. There is some things in connection to some verbs. There are certain cases that are supposed to be used. For example, the verb likot that Wenke is now talking about, it means to like. And in English and Norwegian and so on, it's natural to that the object takes accusative after to like. I like you, for example, or it's not I like I like yours, or I like his, or I like him. It's the accusative form. But in Sami, we use the illative form in most places. I mean, in most areas. In Finland, they use many times the locative case to describe what you like. But here in Kautokeino, you, for example, say, mun liikun tutnia, I like you. So this, and then you just have to accept that always with the verb liikot, we use an illative form here. Mun liikun tien TV-programmi. I like that TV show. But then on the Finnish side, I think it's influenced from Finland. They say, from Finnish language, they say mun liikun tuus, and mun liikun tien TV-programmas. So it's not always, but in one area, it's normally you either say that or you say that. And you could also use accusative maybe sometimes, but normally it's the relative. So this is called reaktiona, I think, in Sami at least. This is reaction or something in English. Yeah, reaction. And this is how the verbs, there are also other verbs that are like special. Perustit, moose, it takes the locative normally, to care about you. Then perustit, mun perustan tuus, I care about you, and so on. And here we got a link about a few verb reactions on the chat. Yeah, exactly. In some dictionaries, I opened here the one that Carl put in the link, and I see they have this in parentheses plus locative. That means that normally when you say this word, you use this case for the word coming after it, or the word you're like that is an object of this. And so, but of course the verb is, there is also one word that is in nominative that is doing this, but then the like what is maybe accusative, maybe many times in English could be, it should be in this locative. But here you also see, you see some examples of things that could be in different. No, it seems to be like they have like chosen one case for every verb in this list. So that's maybe absolutely correct. Sometimes it can also be a small difference if you use like pahtsit kirdis is to if you have many these adverbial phrases, you can have like one is locative and one is illative, and then the meaning of the verb is slightly different if it gets this or that case after it. But such a list can be helpful, and in some dictionaries these reaction things are mentioned, like in this I would say, for example, in this here, if I look at if I look at liikot, for example, that we had as an example, it says plus illative. Okay, so it says plus illative, even though, yeah, even though I hear sometimes in Finland plus locative, but maybe that is not correct Sami language then, in a way, if this is just giving one case. Imperative is a command, go, yes. Exclamation, yeah, exactly. I thought I was wrong, sorry. Exclamation mark, I take it back, this explanation mark. It sounded so strange, but exclamation is much better. Thank you for that. Exclamation, I try to learn that. Eat this, yeah, that's moods, yeah, moods. These are the four moods. Moods is the right word. Okay, mood and moody is maybe like a Latin plural or something. Okay, I think we should, it's already 6 o'clock in Norway. Tappeti mulle kohta ja mi valtit logi minusta boddu. We take 10 minutes of break and then we continue at 8 past. Ice cream break. Yeah, that would be fantastic.
Who's eating ice cream?
Yeah, musiikille ice cream. Suttu, mutta. Yes, I hear you here on the chat. I think we are back now. Puris pahtin fas lektioni, poddo nogai, Isa, nogai, varra justisli Isa. Ice cream could be Isa here in Norwegian Sápmi at least, Isa, but also it could be Jetnya. What do we say? Jetnya. Laktsa Jetnya. Laktsa Jetnya ice cream. And here was a question about tonight, because on the attendance list, on the attendance check, there was this expression either tonight or last night, or what was it? And then I got a question here on the chat, and Dan Ia in Monhalidan Laktsa Jenya. You have to take it to Week Stadium. Monhalidan Laktsa Jenya. So the Jetnya, this T sound that is written with a K, is disappearing in the accusative. So Monhalidan Laktsa Jenya. And here is an example of when you have the same, we were talking earlier tonight about rection and about using the object with different cases, and halidit and rahkistit and many other verbs use the same accusative that you have in English. For example, you cannot say I love he, you have to say I love him. You have to use the accusative form. And in Sami you also say mon rahkistan. do or su or whatever. So Mun halidan Isa, perfect. Yeah, but yeah, and it's also written then in two with two S's because IS becomes ISS in. So Isa, Dale okta Isa, here is an ice cream. Mun halidan Isa, a little bit longer. But I was talking about something else. I was talking about Dan Iya. And as we mentioned last time, Dan Iya could mean, from the context, it could be last night. Did you? I think in this attendance check it meant last night, but it can also Dan Iya. It could also be if you use the verb in the present tense. Kuulako puadako mugehtsäi Dan Iya. Are you coming to me tonight? Then it would be the night that is coming, and if did as the example in the attendance check, did you and then Dan Iya, then it's did something happen? Dahpa hovai komihke Dan Iya. Then when the verb is put in the past tense, then you understand that it was about last night. Dahpa hovai, did anything happen last night? And puadako mulusa Dan Iya means, do you come to me this night? Tonight, you say, for example. What was it? Where were we? We were working with the now I try to share and go to 9.4 here. Could I put you into groups and see and ask you to either work on your own or try to show the way to some other? Or is it too difficult? I think you can try it and use some of the words that are in the list a little bit. Try to like maybe you can, even if you have paper and pen, or you can draw on a document, if you could like try to say Jate manat kurut peallai, and then you go to the left, and then you can see if the other person understands approximately how to go. So if you sit 2 and 2 in these groups, I stop sharing. Would that be nice? And then if it is too difficult or something, then you could decide to work with exercise 9.5 instead, where you're just going back to find the locative and illative singular forms for the following substantives. I mean, these are maybe new words, but then you can either try to find them in an online dictionary, or you can try to find the consonant, the stem consonant, the center consonant, and try to guess how it will be, because we have gone through this. We have looked at these, how they are inflected. But please try to do this 9.4. It could be fun, I think. So I put you into groups. You are 39 for the moment. Every time somebody less. Now it's midsummer night, isn't it? In some countries. So maybe some people don't. Here in North, huh?
Should be outside now.
Yeah, we should be outside. Michtsamarat. I should write that also. That is midsummer in Sami. Michtsamarat. Here in Norway we have Sankt Hans. In Sweden and Finland we celebrated midsummer already on Friday because it's moved. Yeah, some people want to do this on their own. That's absolutely okay not to join the group rooms if you don't want. I cannot. I'm maybe there will come an invitation still because and then you just choose not to go there. And then I will move you around. If I see that only one person is going to the room, I will try to find another room. So now I create rooms, and there you are invited to rooms, I think. So are you all back then? Here in the main room. Was it okay? Was it difficult to show the way? Did you try? Anybody want to say something?
We tried, but it's a little difficult.
It was a little bit difficult, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. It's new words, of course, and it's difficult. But
yeah,
maybe we can try another time if you try to.
We decided use your GPS was the best answer.
Yeah. Yeah. We should
use your GPS.
we should write that. Ane GPS. Ane GPS. That would be use the GPS. And I can also write it Ane GPS. So that you know how to say it and pronounce it. Let's learn. Go on Google Maps. Mana Google Mapsy. Mana Google Mapsy. I write them here. It was very difficult. Yeah, I understand. And here is a question. Do I follow the river on the right side or the left side? Do I follow the river on the right side or left side? So follow, the verb follow is chuovut, to follow. And I, how do I say I follow?
Chuovun.
Chuovun. And then we want this to be a question.
Go.
Chuovunko. You start with chuovunko. Do I follow the river on the right side or the left side? Chuovunko. Yeah, and then you have Johka is the river. And you need to, how, if you follow something, would that be in nominative or accusative? Follow, for example, if you want to say follow he or follow him or follow.
Accusative.
Accusative, follow him is the correct one. So we take Johka down to accusative. It's a
yoga.
Even syllable substantive, and it becomes yoga. Chuovunko, sorry. Chuovunko yoga. And then we have on the right or on the left side. And Olkesh, that's right. Tehe is or. Olkesh tehe kurut peli is the way to say it. Chuovonko, yoga, olkesh, nej, vai kurut peli. Sorry, it's vai when it's a question. Tehe is or when it's not a question, but here it's a question, so I would say it's vai. Chuovonko yoga, olkesh vai kurut peli.
So where does dahya come in?
Dahye is for is the meaning or, but it's not. It's like in a little bit. This or that is a good solution. That tehe norka tehe suopma is good. Norka, or how do you say it? Olkesh tehe kurut la.
Semma.
Olkesh tehe kurut la sama. No, yeah.
On läs dahya lash.
Yeah, perfect. I'm Lasse or Lars. That's perfect. But otherwise, this vai, when we have a question, is normally vai then instead of the. Can you use the same verb for to follow in order to follow the street? Yes. Chuobut. Could Joka be commutative with the river? Follow along the river. Yoga and no, and not along with the river. Yeah, no, this is also a difficulty, of course. Yeah, in English it would be normal to use a with there, maybe to follow with the river, follow the river. No, maybe you don't need it. No, in Sami you wouldn't say yoga in Chuobut. I don't think so. It's rather the along something is more. Genitive is more used in this along meaning, and therefore also exactly barely. Why? There is one illative function, belli. For example, if we look at this postposition, belde and barely. These are the three versions. I think I mentioned once that when we talked about postpositions that there can be three. One that is alongside with something, and one that is to the side, and one that is from the side. And it's these. And therefore it's the genitive version that along the river would be rather chuovoko yoga.
Mjelde.
Yeah, you could also say mjelde, of course. That one is even easier. Mjelde, then you don't need to think about this along, because mjelde is always correct. So it would be. No, but barely. We were talking about barely on this side or the other side. Follow the river. Chuovo yoga. No, but barely on the side of. It should be barely in accusative. Was that the question? Accusative or genitive? I actually think it's a genitive, even though it's the same form. But Otsa rufta telefonas. Yeah, rufta could mean rut. Yeah, you could say that. Otsa rufta telefonas. But yeah, it wouldn't be the most polite answer, but it's possible. If you are in a boat on the river, yeah, I'm not so. I don't know these words. There could be. I mean, yeah, I mean, you have other words for right and left in the water, so I'm not sure. I cannot answer that if they use these barboard or styrboard, or I haven't been talking Sami on the river, so I'm sorry for that. Just for the moment, I might be able to check it up because I have some friend who has some boat terms, so I could maybe ask. If I go to share screen again, did you have any time for the follow the stream? Yes, you could say Chuovo Yoga Mjelde. Follow the stream. Chuovo Yoga Mjelde, absolutely, would be absolutely okay. But then it's not with the stream would be Chuovo Yoga Mjelde, but then it's not on the right side or the left side. So if you want to say
Yes.
yeah, and here we have some words. Did anyone of you start to check them up? This Sápmi, how to say it in illative singular?
Yes, we
You
did.
have that.
Was it easy?
I see you got it.
You see that anybody want to try one or two of these?
Sápmi.
Sápmi, yes.
And Samis.
Yeah. In Sápmi is Samis. And Sápmi is to Sápmi. Mon manan Sápmi. I'm going to Sápmi. Mon manan dal Sápmi. If you are in Stockholm and are driving north. Mon manan dal ruoktot Sápmi. I'm going home to Sápmi or something. But I think you could find these in some way, couldn't you? Or do you want to go through them all? Maybe I could give you the list. I can send you a list with all these filled in all of the book this week, and then you can check. Because
Okay.
if that's okay.
I would love the list.
Okay, yeah, I will try to do that. Write the perfect tense, and we had in chapter 7 we had perfect tense. I have been, or so. Mon län. So what would this be?
Mannan.
Yes, good. Mon län mannan. Lulas. I have gone south. Lähtko. Oidnan. Very good. Lähtko ainan muu peatnaga. Have you seen my dog? And what about this? Did Juffa tell you about me?
Muistelen.
Lähtko Juffa muistalaan tutnia muu pirra? Yeah, it's good. So you think you can try those on your own, and then I send you the book the answers in a few days.
Okay.
Ortnigis.
Mollen Chuegan, yeah. And now ordinal numerals. Here you have already seen many ordinal numerals in the chapter numbering. Here they are collected. Worcestershire first. So maybe I just read these. Läkö Risten ollen förresten? Läkö Risten taas? Ei lävarra. Se on kaikkein parkkuinua, että se on niille tässä. But I read them here and you can repeat after me if you want. Worcestershire.
Worcester.
Nubbi. Kuolmat. Njäljät. And there I tried, it became a little bit Karasjok. Njäljät.
Njäljät.
Yeah, we have been, Njäljät would maybe be here in Kautokeino, Njäljät. But there,
Njäljät.
yeah. Vidat.
Vidat.
Fifth. Kuudat. Chihtset. Kautsat. Ovtsat. Loogat. Oktanuppelogat. 11. Kuoktanuppelogat. 12th. So here you can see that most of them are built up with this AT ending, but there are a few irregular. For example, the Worcester, the first and the second. And those are irregular also in English. One is another word than first, and two is another word than second. But then from third, it's a connection between three and third, and four and fourth. So in that way, it's similar. But here is also one extra that is a little bit irregular, and it's chihtset. It's seventh that doesn't have this at, but an et instead. Chihtset. It's not chihtchat. Otherwise, they are regular. Yeah. And we try also to look at chapter 9.8 today and 9.9, and then we are ready. 9.8 is demonstrative pronouns, taht manna and dan mana. If you want to, we also talked about taht idja, this night, in the nominative, and dan iya in accusative or genitive, talking about when something is happening, then dan iya, this night. The 5 demonstrative pronouns, daht, dat, det, near you, dot, that, far away, and dot, even further away. You can say about dot, about a mountain or something maybe. They have been mentioned in chapters 2.4 and 6.6, but just briefly. These 5 pronouns are inflected in the same way. Taht, nominative, and dan in accusative, but in plural it's dait. Mon oinan dait. I see them, the reindeers. Dat reindeer. Dat boatsu, the reindeer here. Dah led up, and also in plural it's the same word, but in the other forms there are 2 forms, so one genitive and one genitive accusative singular and one in plural. And dasa, for example, we talked about this likot verb that needs illative in normal North Sámi. Mon likon dasa, I like that. And mon likon dasa, I like this. Mon likon tiesa, I like that you have there. Mon likon dosa, like that over there. Muli kondosa over there. And das in locative and daina in commutative or daikun in plural. Mun juovun daikun mielde. I follow dait mielde. No, it was not a good example. Daikun. Mun puolan daikun. I come with them. And it can be about books, but it could also be about people. Puolan daikun. And danin is essive form. They can also, these demonstrative pronouns can also be used before substantives and then follow the case of the substantive, except for the illative and locative singular, as the demonstrative pronoun then takes the genitive singular form. Tahtkirji, this book, and daikunkirjikun. That's like standard. It uses the same form in both of the words, but then we have a small problem here with the locative and the illative, because it would be natural to say, if you follow the grammar and think it's the same rule for all of these words, then you would say das kirjis le ollosistolo. This book has lots of content, but you should say this first word in genitive, tan kirjis le ollosistolo. And the same for illative, singular, tan kirjai sarkumbila. In this book, I draw a car, and it is not correct to say dasa kirjai, even though dasa is the illative form, so it's a little special.
So you use the illative. You draw a car into the book.
Yeah, you could also use locative. Dan kirjis, I draw a book, but there is, you can use illative for when you put something in there, or when you do something in there, then you can use illative. There are also some other pronouns that work in the same way with a special and easier form in locative and illative singular when they are used together like an attributive, such as nubbi kirjille puoret, the second book is better, and nuppi kun saani kun, in other words, but then nuppi kirjis in the second book, or nuppi my to the other world, to the second world, or so. So these also work in that you have this genitive singular form. And then on the end, we should also mention that there is an adverb nu, meaning so or like that, and it can also be put in similar forms, but not all the cases. But na is like this, na, and nie is like that, referring to you. Nie kalapuetra. Oh yeah, nie. Is this in Finnish too? Nie. Nanin. What is nanin? Isn't nin some kind of relation to you? I'm not sure. But
Just so, nin. Well, you could translate it.
Nin has a lot of different usages, but yeah, that's one of them.
Okay. No niin. Okay, I thought it was connected to this nie. No nie, because no nie you could say in Sámi, no nie. So no nie. So like that, something like that. And then when I hear them say no niin, when
I think it is usually no is translated as niin as well, because there is no difference in Finnish between this ni and no, I would say.
ni and no.
Yes, yes. So, yeah. But
Okay.
I think you are right. You are right.
Yeah.
It's related.
Can it be connected to like you, this ni and this no? Yeah, it might be a connection there somewhere. No, maybe. Thank you. And what about the imperative? Do we have still time? A couple of minutes before 7 o'clock here in.
Yes, please do some.
Yeah, imperative forms for second person. There are also forms for first and for third person, like in the meaning of let's go. When we are two, we are in the first person, let's go, vuoleku. But here, I would say those are so difficult. So I have chosen on this beginner's course just to focus on the second person.
Very good.
Because it's normal to say to somebody you, and that is läke, or if we focus on the singular first, when it's just about one person, ale muistal, don't tell, or muistal, say it, or kultal, listen, or mana ruktut, mana tervan we have had. It's this form, mana tervan, goodbye to one person. But if you say it to two persons, manni tervan, go and be healthy. Or you say to three persons or more, mannet tervan, you go and be well. And baatse tervan is for one person, imperative. Bahtsi tervan is the dualis, and bahtse tervan is for three or more. And oro is to stay or to be. Orru, you two stay or be, or be.
To live.
Live. Orru. To live. Yeah, maybe. Ellit is also Elätervan. We could have added that. It would be good. Elätervan is also to live. It's from the verb ellit, to live. And ellitervan. It's in dualis. And ellettervan. Live and be healthy. It's also a way to say goodbye, but it's not connection to one is going and the other one is not going. So this one you can say on the phone, for example, elätervan, have a good time, or such a thing. And chilike is, this is the if you remember that we have three kinds of verbs. Here is in the upper 3-4 lines, it's the odd syllable, then comes three of the even syllable verbs, and on the end we have three contract verbs. And they also get this J form that we talked about, that it's like hidden in the infinitive, but it comes in some form. So here we have chileke, explain to me, chileke munja. Chilikiehki, explain to me, for two persons. Chilikiehki munja, explain to me. Chilikiehkit munja, explain to me, in three or many persons. Modja, smile to me. Modja jehki, smile to me, to two persons. Modja jehkit, yeah. So this is the way it works. Any questions? Geraldaga.
I need to study.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. But Otnele Mitsamarat, Otnelat Mitsamarat. Today it is midsummer, and maybe you shouldn't study today. And yeah.
There's a question in the chat here. How do you say stay safe?
Stay safe. Yeah. Why didn't I see the chat? Stay safe. Okay, how do you say that? Maybe there are more questions there that I didn't see because I don't know where the chat is now. There is the chat. Stay safe. Stay safe. Stay safe. Safe is wajibas. Wajibas. Oro wajibas. Oof, this was difficult.
Everyone must go for that, huh? It's the same.
What did you say?
Elitervan.
Elitervan works good, yeah. But if Elitervan works good for live healthy, yeah, absolutely, it's good. Yeah, it's yeah, it's.
But there's kind of like a nuance difference between safe and healthy. So.
Yeah, exactly. If you wanna stress that it's about being safe, läke. If we say like this, läke.
Torvus.
Yeah, good. That's better. Torvolas.
Yes,
Maybe.
Lektor.
Torvolas. Läke torvolas. Stay safe. I would say something like this. Läke torvolas. I'm not absolutely sure, but it's läke torvolas. I think that will work for that one. But it's not something that I hear, but maybe in these times, of course, when we have all these different difficulties. So thank you very much for today's lesson, and have a good night.
You also.
I should stop this recording.